Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Yeah, we good. We good. One.
Y'all see what we do? Other side, other apostles, other business, upgrade millstone do well, as well as do some blessings, stuff and wonders that I've been doing. We got a GMS Memphis camp, all right, a former from the Mississippi camp, all right, and the GMS, GMS Arkansas camp, GMS Nashville camp, along with the other apostles, man. All right? When we out here weekend, week out, the countryside of downfall of Babylon, man. All right? And all because of feeling change, all because America's still going down. That's right. But you want to kick it off when we talk about the car? Go ahead. All right, Revelation 12. I got it already. All right, but sure you get out.
Yep. This is Revelation 12. We started at 7. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon.
Now, what was the war in heaven? All right, remember the whole 2nd Ezra 13. All right. All right. What was the war in heaven? All right, Revelation 19. All right, because when it's talking about heaven, it wasn't talking about Satan trying to do a military coup on so-called God. You know, in the spiritual world. You know, no. The war in heaven is actually talking about Esau's military. He has a space department of his military fighting against the angels of the Yahweh Bahashemah side. All right, what you call the so-called UFOs, man. Which are angelic vehicles. Was that Psalm 103? 104? All right. You think it's the angels of cloud. Yep, I'm sorry. It's not.
This is Psalm 104. This is Psalm 104 and 1. And it says, bless the Lord Yahweh, my soul. Oh Lord Yahweh, my power, thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty. Who covered thyself with the light as a garment. Who stretched out the heaven like a curtain. Who led the beams in the chambers in the water. Who maketh the clouds and chariots.
Who maketh the clouds and chariots. So the U.S. military, I think it started with the Vietnam War. You can correct me if I'm wrong. They had the green uniform. The green, the black, the brown.
Yeah, the khaki. They call them khakis.
The khakis. Okay. The camouflage. Yeah, the camouflage with that jungle warfare. Because they were out in the Vietnam in the jungles. So the uniform turned to that camouflage because of the environment they were in. All right. Then with the Persian Gulf, they switched to that tan color. The desert camel is called. The desert camel for water. All right. Camouflage of that terrain. But the original stealth, the original military that had that camouflage was the Lord of Hosts. Because he camouflaged himself in the clouds. You can have Google images where you can see the chariot outline behind the cloud. And to the brothers that the truth, you know, like, wait a minute, there's a chariot behind the cloud. Right? Yep. Look at it, bro. But you can see the chariot behind the cloud, man. So, hey, Esau, you're not original. All right, Yahweh is the Lord of Hosts. All right, the armies. All right, he's a man of war. So his strategy was stealth from the beginning.
Yep. And it says, he walketh upon the wings of the wind.
With his chariot system. All right?
So the upright can't do what the chariot is. Right. So the upright can only go one way. It can't stop in reverse. Or it can't go left or right. But a chariot can do all things, man. A chariot can discipline vehicle. You know, it can go down to the sea, go up into the cloud. A plane can't do that. In what? Not a second, not minutes, not hours, but seconds. All right, a chariot can boom, 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 boom. All All right, a plane can't do that. This is something like you're saying. The character is just they are alive, man. As well as the fact. All right?
So this is the build up to the modern is the pop. Esau has a space department for his military. All right? Why does it have a space military?
Yeah, NASA.
NASA. All right, but why does it have a space department in his military? Because you have the Air Force, the Navy, the Marines, the Army, Coast Guard, National Guard. So what's up with the space department of the military?
Why is that?
Why? See, while you're watching the Diddy trials, all right, while you're watching the deportation, the crisis at the border, and ICE going towards the Haitians out in the East Coast, Esau's preparing for a real warfare, man. Because he knows he's going to have to fight against the angels of the Heavenly Father. All right?
We'll go back to Revelation 12 and 7. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon.
Michael and his angels, because Michael is one of the archangels of the top military. The head of the military in your house shot army, man. All right, and they're going to fight against these forces. All right, we're going to get in the scripture. They're going to fight against Esau's military, man. All right.
And they try to use that scripture with Christians. You see what they're talking about, fight battle with Satan against the angels, and Satan and 1/3 of the angels got kicked out of here.
That's the one, man.
Yeah. Christianity is real.
Yo.
It says, and the dragon fought against his angels.
Right
They have not.
Now, the reason why it says angels, because the whole church coming back with Michael and the archangels, that's the backup. The chariot. Esau coming with the military men and their fighter jets.
That's right.
That's their angels. Like in the movie Saving Private Ryan. Towards the end of the movie, Private Ryan was there, but Tom Hanks, something happened to where he got blind. He couldn't see, but he heard something, and we asked him, what's that? And he said, defense, whatever type. He said, angels on our shoulders. So Esau knows that his military is weaponry. That's his angel, because what is an angel for? Protection.
Protection.
His messages. In their case, that's protection.
And it says, and the dragon fought against his angels. It failed not. And then you going to tell the movie, Will Smith with that?
Independence Day.
Smith movie. Esau wrote that. And in that movie, Esau was warning them for the 2 years. But according to prophecy, you just there, they are not. If nothing got that word for there, we'll put the veil and say they are not. Because Esau takes out his scheme, his plot, his plan, and not mess with the Lord's power.
Well, they had two retired Air Force pilots that said that the technology that the so-called aliens have is hundreds to thousands of years more advanced than ours.
And Esau got some shit out there.
Right, and it's way more advanced.
Way more advanced. You got that weapon there? This is the word for veil from the Google. It's saying prove more powerful than opposing forces victorious. Yeah, to be victorious. See, if they're moving, they was victorious. You know? But guess what? According to prophecy, what's written in the scriptures, they would not prevail. All right? They're gonna lose more. All right? That's about 2 and 13 chapter. You're gonna get it. But in 2 and 13, come on, man. I ain't messing with the Lord, man.
Hey, I'm sorry, bro. That's why I said that no one was able to make war with the beast.
Yeah.
Except for you.
There you go. Because he the only one that's able to stand against the beast, man. And destroy the beast. And then he gonna destroy all the rest of the nation too. They all gonna have to bow down. Yep.
You got it, bro. You want to say something? Good luck.
In Psalms chapter 68 and 17, the chariots of the Most High are 20,000 even thousands of angels.
And this how the Lord coming.
He coming strapped.
He coming.
He coming with apostles. He coming with like legions.
That's part of his glory.
Hey, look. And that's why in 2 Ezra 13, it said they was afraid of us fight. Right. Yeah, when they see the Yahweh shot, they spoke over when they see the Yahweh shot, they gonna fight.
Yes,
And then they gonna see that everybody else with them, the angels with them. Come on, bro. They gonna be like, no way they can win.
Nah.
But the Most High gonna put the spirit on them to fight. You know?
It says Psalm 68 and 17, the kids of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels.
You know, we had about this last week. You know, I can say 12 years behind. That's it, man.
It says, Lord is among them in Sinai, the holy place.
Yeah, because Yahweh Shai is going to be leading the pack.
Yeah.
With Michael Archangel. You know, so it's going to be out of this world.
Memphis. And some brothers have military background, so you know the proper word when I'm trying to explain.
Yep.
But sometimes, like the military, they'll showcase a little bit.
Yeah.
You know that they'll showcase them at the parade.
Yeah.
As we've seen like a diagonal line full of like 20 chariots, and then it's soar across the sky. Just like the angels, they showcase it.
Yep.
You know, they just make you know like, hey, you know?
Hey, like that time when the angels were up in the heavens and the people were looking, it was a period of time, I forgot how long ago, and the angels were like, it was really in chariots, but like they described it as horses during the palace,
Oh, yeah.
and they did that for a certain period of time. You know? So that's pretty much what's happening now. But the Lord ain't showing them
The full power.
right. They normally do. But when the Esau gets by themselves, the angels show them some shit. That's why them retired Air Force pilots said that they took out to 100 to 1,000 years more against the angels that we had. Because when the chariots are by themselves, they wouldn't show Esau in the moon. Boom, dip them into the sun. Or dip them into the water.
Yeah, and can remember they thought somehow trying to keep the chariot down.
Yeah.
But you see how the chariot just
Playing around.
Yeah, bouncing around on it.
Yep.
Yeah. You know that old ass game? You got the other legs on side to side.
Yeah.
You just push the button on side to side.
Yeah, they were
That's
different.
how the chariot was. That message was just playing with it. There's no way you saw
I'm saying, you remember in Israel when the chariot, they was shooting missiles and he shot one down, then they shot another one, and the angel shot the missile way on the other side.
Can't fight against that power.
Back in Revelation 12 and 8, and they prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven.
Meaning, they lost their rulership. They lost, you know how magnificent it's going to be for a 700-year run kingdom to lose its rulership for like mid-1500s to now? You imagine all of this in the desert? Like, you know, there are people to this day, they have a mindset that the so-called white man will always be in power. He'll always be in power. So can you read that last part again?
It says, and prevailed not, neither their place found any more in heaven.
Their place not found in the more in heaven. They lost their place in rulership. That's why it says in Daniel that 7, the saints shall take the kingdom. And we're in the beginning of a transition of power, man. And it's so beautiful that Yahweh Bahashim outside is speaking of the time new.
No.
2 Kings chapter 6, verse 16 and 17. And he answered, Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. Yes. And Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mount was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha.
And that's how the scripture describes it. Describing that, horses and raised to the battle. And the horse represents power. So they saw the chariots and that's how they describe it. The chariot that we go and the horsemen go on. The horsemen represent the angels.
Wow.
Power, yeah.
You can't compete against forces that traffic the earth together. Like these are the forces that through the order of the Most High, they crafted existence. So they're the master of the elements. So your military can't beat the master of elements. It keeps the elements together.
Master of war.
The Lord gave him what he got.
Yeah, when the Lord came, you've seen toy soldiers? The commandos? You just finished the commando with me, man. And you're a toy to the Most High. Numbers 9? The best of the Africa for destruction. If you had a piece of it, you go bring it out. $855. Oh, you got it, boy.
Are you gonna bring that out? Yeah. Okay, this is
Psalms 144 and 11. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood.
You know about Christians, and I speak as a man, because Christians, they repeat this knowledge so much because they don't look at this as captivity. They're comfortable with the so-called white man being over them, right? When Jesus said captive exile, basically Jerusalem, all right, the whole thing, we know we're in captivity. So from that perspective, we understand the power of the so-called UFOs, we got the angels. We want the Most High to come back and overthrow this kingdom, right? All right, so we can enjoy the earth. We can enjoy what the Most High created, man. All right? We know that the angels are on our side, man. All right?
This is Psalms 144 and 11. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children,
Which are the elites. All right, the right?
whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood.
But a part of that salvation program is the house of all right? He delivers from savage. All right?
Revelation chapter 19, I started 10, it reads, and I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see, thou do it not. Now thou fellest servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of the Yahweh. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of the Yahweh is the spirit of prophecy.
And who else do you know that stays submerged in the spirit of prophecy? Because one thing, right this one, because one thing that you know, you got bringing in every keep along with the spirit of the outside, the spirit of prophecy.
Hey, we even got the witness of GPT. Oh, yeah. They said that Grand Minister is known for going into speech prophecy.
So you can tell the spirit live.
In this living waters, man. Nothing going to the topic. And the spirit is on the wisdom through the spirit is living waters. Yeah. And the prophecy, the books are open. You can even keep the tradition. Any state you go to, there has always been Hebrew temple. You go to Mississippi, there's Hebrew temple, man. But we didn't know we were Israelites until very wisdom.
It said, verse 11, and I saw heaven open.
Because when it's all going down, all right, to the knowledge and understanding about prophecy. It's all about prophecy. So what prophecy means? It say a speaking forward. All right, so we are here for the divine truth. Why? Because the usher is true about Lord and Savior. The whole side is place. So we come out here from the Lord, not to declare them. The coming of our Lord also the stages. You know what I'm saying? Because the stage is being set, but it's different
Levels.
Yeah, different levels. All right? Because we got Jacob Father, which consists of bar stopping, praise the Lord. Them all going through what the money comes. So this gonna usher in how it's sad to the men we elect.
Like the MOTV.
Yeah, the MOTV. You know, because he's gonna enter to Babylon to what? World War III. See, all these things gotta take place. The older usher up to how it's come. So what the Lord say? Go on the highways and hedges, the business is bad.
Let all things be done.
He's in order. See, and he's going away in the correct order.
Yeah.
So when the Bible boils down, the spirit of the Howard Shine is the spirit of prophecy. So if you're not prophesying,
Finish.
yeah, if you're not prophesying, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know?
And then in the prophecy it says, you do not spare it.
No, I hear no move, no stuff in set measure be fulfilled. Yeah, it's the second answer.
And to show you the importance of prophecy, we talked for the Lord's name's sake.
Oh,
It's the second entrance.
it makes sense because it's so plain. You know, and then what the scripture say, make it plain upon paper. But he that went, didn't make language with it. So you gotta make it plain.
It's the second entrance, chapter 4, verse 37. By measure as he measured the time.
Yeah, and then what the Lord have done. When you think about all the empires before his empire, what happened? They all failed. Why? Because they all had a set time. All right? The Babylonian, the Syrian Babylonian Empire. All right? The Persian and Thieves Empire. The Greco-Roman Empire. See, the Greek Empire, the Greco-Roman Empire, they all had a time. All right? But now, where we at? In Rome reloaded. And guess what? It's about to fall. Why? Because it all tied to prophecy. All right? And what the Lord has spoken, this thing's going to go out by fire. You think it's not going to happen? You think the Lord's going to skip over this? Next chapter. No. You can't skip this chapter. You know, because this chapter is the most important chapter. Because it will sum everything up. All right? That's why the spirit of the House shines the spirit of prophecy.
That's the conclusion of the whole
There
matter.
you go. The conclusion of the whole matter. Yeah? You got it.
Go ahead.
The second entrance, chapter 4, verse 37. By measure as he measured the time.
You can't mess with the Lord, man. Man, they want to say that it's something a such thing as free will. You had a certain way that we had free will. This would be going on right now.
Even with free will, right? It's not you probably wouldn't die. Even because of the free will, it's still cause and effect. Come on. You know what I'm saying? A handful of thumbtacks. You might have the free will to do it, so to speak. But look what happened when you did it.
Yeah, the after effect.
But you don't want to admit that you don't have any power as a human, man.
Yeah,
The Most High controls your actions.
that's it.
We're all playing to our storyline.
That's it. We're all actors in this movie.
And what's the A? Because you know, it'll say the God starring. It'll say prophet number 1 starring the
Yeah, on the credit.
Prophet number 2 starring the house. We're all with these characters, man.
That's it.
But Esau don't want to admit that he's a character that's created and has a destiny.
That's it. Yeah. And this will make a movie. A protagonist and what? An antagonist. This will make a movie. The good and the bad guy. All right? And who's the bad guy? Esau. The Edomite died doing. And who's the good guy? Jacob. All right? The so-called Negroes that kicked out their American independence, man. He the good guy. Edomite's the bad guy. Go ahead, man.
So basically, free will is really not good. Think about it. We're glad that everything's predestined because that's a big reason why we can say, look, it would have corrected our path. Because he wouldn't have told us to be here for that free will.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that everything was already pre-planned. Yeah, real good. Even the mistakes. It sucks making mistakes, but I've grown a lot through walking up.
The crime is not in the mistake itself. The crime is not learning from it.
Yeah.
The righteous man falls to that path and gets back up.
Right.
We're not perfect. We understand that the Lord is not mistake. But at the same time, we do the best we can. And when we come short, we have to start going.
There you go. Got a mediator.
That's the only way back.
Man, that's why you have a shot so important. He been in our schools before. You know?
Sure. You got that one. Tina, 33 or 13. Master flavors in the Father's hand, exactly in his presence. So man is with the hand of him that made him. Surrender to him as like his best. This the point. Yeah, that's why you can't say, what did you create? Why did you create me to be the bad guy? Yeah. The most I created you, fool. You know?
Yeah, that's why it's a perfect thing.
When they said, who art thou that replies against the Most High?
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
got that? Okay.
Who will,
Can we
what's
read
that,
that
who
real
is
quick?
this his will?
I think this is
And then we'll jump right back to
Romans chapter 9, verse 20, Romans chapter 9, I'm sorry, verse 18.
Nothing more.
Romans chapter 9, verse 18. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will harden. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will?
There you go. Who have resisted his will? No one. And that's why he's called omnipotent. That's why he's all powerful. Omniscient would be all knowing. I'm not omniscient and all seeing and all seeing. He don't want to admit that because he uses power with that mindset.
I'm gonna make the word up. I'm not gonna. Let's make the word up. That's
Right. That's funny. But it's Esau though. But he think he is the Most High.
Yeah.
And that's why he has the all seeing eye. You know, that's why he has the movie Eagle Eye.
Oh, I got you. Hold up. Now I got you. Got it.
Yeah, there you go.
See your mind. Don't make me have to pull out the silver certificate.
The certified.
Top of that pyramid is the all seeing eye.
Fun. You know, I mean, you know the program.
Okay, fun.
Just make sure I get that back.
Yeah.
Got it again, right?
All seeing eye. That's why he wants to put that in our thing, man. It's surveillance. Hey, who asked the Most High, seated in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. Part of that, he's presenting himself to the likeness of the Most High, but also that surveillance system. How many cameras, surveillance cameras are there in the city? I know like 15 years ago, it said Chicago had 10,000 surveillance cameras. But then you got the Caracas as a surveillance device.
Yeah.
Then Jake actually on TikTok or Instagram, he's recording somebody watching him with the smart TV.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
I've seen
the
that.
smart TV was off.
Yeah.
But it was a little mobile.
Yeah, a little mobile, yeah.
Watching.
You're staring.
So the elites, they're surveying everybody, man. Yeah. All right? Because that's part of his God complex. All right? But there's a God surveying him and watching him. Okay? All right? But it's Syria. Oh, it's one of them, bro? It's good one of them, bro.
I got a quick precept too.
Okay, come on. Did you grab one?
Yeah, I'll hold it.
What's up here?
Oh, I can bring it up? Okay.
This is Psalms chapter 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Let me read it again, Elder.
Yeah, this is Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Hey, this is one of my favorite ones, the foundation of scripture. But that shows you that Esau was the tutor. Deliver my soul from the wicked. Who's the wicked? Esau, which is thy sword. So the sword of the Most High, or his weapon on the earth, is Esau. All right, what's that? Two-ball king, traveling sword. Okay, deliver my soul from the wicked. Showing you this man is a character in earth. We're characters. He's the bad character. The antagonist. Okay. 33 and 14. That'll be the point on that one. Go ahead.
Sirach, or Ecclesiastes 33 and 14. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly.
Good is set against evil because the Most High created duality within his creation. So there has to be a polar force. And Jacob and Esau was the embodiment of that duality, that polarity, that good and evil. All right, so Esau is the embodiment of evil, and Jacob is the embodiment of righteousness. Right? All right, so now we're at the peak or the height of evil with Esau's kingdom. All right, America, what is the forefront of the wickedness? All right, of his beast system, which is antagonistic against the ways of Yahweh. All right? And the Most High has in his laws, he tells you what's right and wrong, man. And everything you need in the laws, Esau is against it. And everything that's bad in the laws, Esau is for it, man.
Isaiah 5 and 20. Woe to them that call evil good and good evil. You know, woe to them that put darkness for light and light for darkness. And that's exactly what Esau has done.
And that's why the world is chaotic. Everybody's mentally ill. Nobody knows. Like, hey, we're in a pre-flood mindset. What was that? The Genesis was the boy. Genesis 6. Everybody was falling after the whole heart. What is the heart? It's your mind. So whatever philosophy you would find, that's what led you in life.
Oh, make me feel blessed. There's no one so Second Ezra chapter 4, verse 37, by measure as he measured the times, and by number as he numbered the times.
So YouTube has something called time steps. You can time step everything, all right? And like if somebody does a video and there's different topics in that video, I think it's time step now. You get the option. All right, well, the Most High time step exists. There was a time step for the Assyrian Babylonian Empire, Medo-Persian Empire. There was the time step for Sodom and Gomorrah. We're still in those time steps, but that scripture goes right into what? Measure down the time diligently. Man. All right, so we can tell, according to the prophecies, where we at.
It said, and he does not move nor slow them until the said measure be fulfilled.
It's almost like he's subject to, well, not almost, he's subject to his word. He's bound to his word. Look at the whole Isaiah 46 and 10 real quick. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. And that's why prophecy about he traps on the Quran, he traps on Trinity, he traps on all these belief systems. Because what other belief system has prophesied something before it happened, and it actually happens?
This is Isaiah 46, starting at 8. And it says, remember this, and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O you transgressors. And it says, remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am power, and there is none like me. Declaring the end from the beginning.
Declaring the end from the beginning. That's the power. Nobody else can do that. Hey, it said in Jude, Enoch, the second son of Adam, prophesied the Lord coming back with his host. This is the seventh son of Adam. Come on, man. You prophesied your house coming back? So that ain't even happened yet.
Declaring the end from the beginning, from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
My counsel shall stand. I will do all my pleasure. But the point was, he declared the end from the beginning. Right. Even they add the scripture saying the apocalypse, you have the beginning and the end, and the end is Memphis. Yep. Right. The end is Memphis right now as we speak. That's why Come on, man.
And then you still got some niggas walking around acting like things are sweet out there. It's like the whole world you see is falling apart. Like when you're on the bottom line, crazy storms with real weather patterns, volcanoes erupted, earthquakes, what else happened just alone on that day that's been happening really bad for over. Because that's how the Lord showed me with him. This place and those things. They're breaking down. The Lord's breaking down now. Titus chapter 1. 1. Paul, a servant of the Most High, and an apostle of the Holy Spirit, according to the faith of the Most High let and the knowledge of the truth, which is of theology, and hope for eternal life. Which the Most High that cannot lie, promised before the world began. When had in the due time manifested his word through preaching.
Manifested his word through preaching, man. So according to the scriptures, somebody's out here prophesying. Somebody out here is a vessel of the Most High. Somebody has the truth, man.
Preaching. If you look at the days of Noah prophesying against the flood after the king passed. So all the prophets that in the day prophesied was destruction, fire, destruction, that's what it brings. So in the time for a manifest, right? Titus 1 and 3. It reads, when had in due time, meaning the right time, right? Manifested his word through preaching, which is committed unto me according to the commandment of the Most High.
Noah was like a vessel. It was like the Most High himself was prophesying, man. He used Noah as his vessel. My voice is for the sons of men.
This is Isaiah 42 and 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
That's part of Yahweh behind power. It's power, man. All right?
Anybody can take a free on that.
Yeah.
Well, were you on at 17?
Yeah.
Yep. From 16? Ezekiel 3 and 16, and it came to pass at the end of 7
Basically, don't get mad at the messenger.
Yeah, exactly. What they were, 300. Don't catch that message. Look at the wife, kick his ass in the hole anyway. This sponsor. Now, he's just the messenger, you know?
That shit was raw, though.
Right? We know that the ambassadors, all right, up behind us, so we are sent to the Lord to declare you. All right? That's why I said in Isaiah 42, before they spring forth, I tell you what these things. How can he tell you? Not these are prophets.
But you know, it's crazy, like now, you know, we talk about people revenge on Esau.
Right.
Everybody has a problem with it. And all the shit that he did throughout history, nobody got nothing to say. You know?
And that's sad.
Yeah.
I know Dr. Starbuck, you know, South Carolina, he had said that on his lesson. That's sad. That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
And all the bullshit that the Edomites have done, no one complaining about it. Here it is. We said Esau going to slavery. Only Israel can be saved. Everybody got a fucking problem.
But you get behind on the bill, Esau is constantly bugging, man.
Come on, call your phone like you know.
Harassing you, man. You know, even call you from a local area code.
Yeah. Hey, damn likely.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So we supposed to forget about all this stuff, man.
live and forget. Live and forget.
Like, we've been like, the cities be broken. This man deliberately further attack.
Yeah.
Like,
whole image of what called crack.
A whole crack epidemic because everybody left
No.
Delta
Yeah.
to come to Memphis
Exactly.
for a
I
better
don't know if
life.
anyone
And
in
Memphis
like
had a heavy working middle class. This man, the middle when he fled Memphis was
what do you hear in the background?
Jackson, New Orleans, Chicago. All right. What do you call it? A welfare
Because they
system,
using the
Section
mic
8.
down there.
Like if you think about all these things, that manufactured something. And now you see these dry bones through the city. And I'm sorry, but I can't forget. Northern Kingdom, man. All right? He has Northern Kingdom that concentration camps right now. And like nobody, like, where's the outcry? There's nobody putting a sheet up saying this is what this man has done to the planet Earth.
Nope, but you have Esau standing next to the motherfucking sign and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Glorifying the fucking shit.
But and accusing the land tribes of all being criminals and rapists and all that stuff.
Come on, man.
Without no proof.
I got precept. This is Ecclesiasticus 13.
That's why this death gotta be taken out. And whoever died with him, gonna be taken out with him. The hand doing the hand, the wicked should not go unpunished.
Don't you understand there's an enemy to the planet Earth? There's an enemy, there's a counselor that's governing the planet Earth that's got everything out of whack. I'm sorry, you got to read it.
Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 13 and 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue. And look what he saith, and extol it to the clouds.
Even Esau, anything he says, it has been respected. Up until like now you have TikTok and alternative news and stuff. When Esau, and he had his hands in the music. He controls the perception of life. All right? So when he says it, it's almost like an oracle said it.
Yeah, and nobody can question it.
Nobody
He
knows.
doesn't have to bring proof. He can just say it and it's accepted.
But all these people doing videos on the Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you're angry at? Like Jake is, we're telling you that you're the chosen. If they put a dress on, basically, you're chosen to put a dress on. The Lord is black, so-called black. And we're the problem. But Esau did all this shit. Esau, yeah, he's the problem.
Sorry.
And he's good.
Yeah, Esau saying the earth is 80 years old.
Yeah.
Take this.
Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying it.
Our people don't know the love. The more I love, the less I feel. So when you show love, which is perfection, they resist it. And Esau is that person who say, do as thou wilt. He comes.
Our people, they resist the Holy Spirit. You know, this is condemnation that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light. Our people, they actually love this new world. They love the out of orderness of this world. They just like they're kind of back at you, right? They had men so poor, even so wicked, they went to the beach to get a license to sin. The license to go to the workout naked. Esau allowed them. If Esau allows them to do it, say homosexuality is good, they see it's good, it's the law, it's the law.
Right.
But it's according to the scriptures, they have more than laws of the heavenly Father. That's what it says. It says, but if a poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumbles, they will help to overthrow him.
Yeah, you have to lose the poor man.
To bring millstone. You know?
Prophet.
Yep. Right.
And look at us like that.
Yep. They call a bumper like bumper camp.
Yep. But you know, that is what First Corinthians. Is that First Corinthians 1:27? Can somebody get this scripture? First Corinthians 1:27.
Read it again.
First, like, how most I chose the base things in this world. First Corinthians 1:27.
I started 26. 1 Corinthians 1:26, where you see your calling, brethren, are that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called.
And not many wise men after the flesh. Not many certified scholars. Or biblical scholars. People who went to the school of scholars. And everybody, name me some kind of black founder of the school of theology. It's all Edomite faces. Because you have to subscribe to his system.
Yes.
But the Most High works outside the paradigm of Esau.
But who gave him that authority?
Right?
You're going to ask us who gave us our authority. How about you now, back in the Holy Spirit?
Right.
Who gave you your authority?
Right. Do you believe with the doctrine of discovery?
Yep.
Right. Manifest destiny. He actually believes that he's divinely inspired.
Yep.
This is like President Trump said that God has chosen him.
And they had, and the Lord did.
Yeah.
That's what they did. Yeah, again, you shall overcome him. You shall overcome at the end.
But if we're divinely inspired, it's like, you know,
Okay. It's just like Christians can use the same faith, and we can't do it.
right.
When we speak about faith, no, you got to prove it. You got to. But what about you said? Spoke about faith, right?
She
You
gonna
don't
say,
need proof.
she gonna say, well, I believe it. Eve gonna tell you that the Lord spoke to her person.
Yeah.
But we can't say that.
I got my connection with God. You know,
Yeah.
you hear that all the time.
God told me.
Yeah, God talked to me last night.
Heard that.
It says, verse 27, but the Most High have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And the Most High have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. Now, who are the weak things? He goes right into see that. Look at Paul there. Then, once again, this is the Most High's spirit. So this, we're playing character. The Most High chose the underdog to tell the truth. Everybody laughed at Noah, man.
Yeah, mocking.
They're mocking him, man. All right? Who else, man? Just the,
You can imagine how they was talking. It never rained before. Just like a man can never hit the roof. So they talking. Y'all don't know what all this, man. They hit already got the best military.
they always finish.
You're not knowing this place is desperate for destruction.
Yep. Got the best military.
Look at,
The Most High got the best military.
but look at the enlistment in the military. Very low. Very low. I think we're down to 2% of people actually are going. The majority of Americans are going to get the military.
And everybody's low T. Like World War II, Vietnam War, everybody's wrong, man. These are little TikTok babies.
Yeah.
You know,
Dancing.
these little TikTok, they got women.
Yeah.
Eve in the military Turkey. Men in the military Turkey. Like I would have no confidence in this country if I was in the world. Like, come on, man.
Well, that's why they put it up on Where's Man with Machine. You can get past all those emotions to the chicken you and just program you to go and fight. You know, or inject you with all type of drugs to make you a super soldier. They enhance you. You know, so they just need a body. You know. Let me continue. Verse 28. And the base things of the world and the things which are despised has the Most High chosen. Yea,
And the most I said is something to despise. It's like that's the role that we play, man. I think it was like Percy Jackson in the Olympics, or like I'm sorry, it was years since I saw it. One of those Greek movies.
Yeah, it's Percy Jackson.
Yeah, it was one scene where like this crazy guy with paint on his head. He was like, the end is coming. Like, but everybody looked at him like, oh, he's the local crazy coffee guy.
Yeah.
But it's like, look at us. Oh yeah, that's what we're going to out there. But guess what happened? Catastrophic events happened, man.
This is Acts 17 and 18. It says, then certain philosophers of the Epicureans and of the Stoics encountered him and said, what will this babbler say? Or some who seemeth to be a setter forth of strange gods, because he has preached unto them Yahushua and the resurrection.
Yeah, so pretty much when we speak, they look at us strange because they don't recognize the voice of the Lord. See, the sheep of the Lord are going to recognize their own voice. They don't recognize the Lord is talking, but they ain't listening. So the Lord ain't going to talk.
Yeah, so when we speak, we're like Babylon. We're set forth of strange gods. We're weirdos. We hate. We're bigots. We're evil. Because like Apostles 1, they don't hear the word, they don't hear the voice of the Lord.
And you know what they do? You know how they say that some people heard the voice of the Lord, other people heard thunder and the lightning. That's what the majority of people like to hear. They hear like, they don't hear nothing. But then the others, then the very few, and when I started the letter, they hear the voice of the Lord clearly. And he said, this is the word that you walk behind you, this is the way, walking in it, and you turn to the left and you turn to the right.
I'll read verse 19. It says, and they took him and brought him unto Areopagus, and saying, may we know what this new doctrine is. Yeah, this is like a new doctrine that we're doing, which it is, it's the new song, which is the refresh song. Okay?
Everybody know what Areopagus is, right? Areopagus,
it says, okay, yeah, verse 19, and they took him and brought him to Areopagus, saying,
you know what Areopagus is?
It's something famous Mars Hill.
Mars Hill.
Oh, okay.
Areopagus, Aries, Mars, Areopagus, Hill, Mars Hill. Areopagus, Mars Hill.
Like
That's the Greek way of saying it.
it ain't like a city or nothing.
Yeah, it was a city, yeah.
The radio car with the windows open. Listening to the GPS telling you where to go. People outside the field don't do it.
Yeah.
They just see you going in a certain direction. They don't know where you're going. You hear it, they don't do it.
Like that, spiritual midwife.
you go to the music, you can dance, you can look out the house, it's weird, right? You can be like really feeling the music. So that's basically, we have those spiritual infos, those type of things that we use, and we're able to understand and comprehend what the Lord is saying. While everybody else, like it says in Matthew 11 chapter, we have piped unto them and they have not danced. Where shall I liken this generation? You know, talk about Jake. It was like sitting at the marketplace and we're piping unto them, they have not danced. We are born in pride, they have not mixed. So we're bringing out the word, but the frequency, they're not able to break that and understand, perceive, and with their heart, their mind, their lives, to be able to understand and then convert and then show forth the good works. You know, there's one thing to hear the word, they hear it, but they can't understand it. You can't break their soul on hard ground. The thieves can't penetrate their soul. Yeah, I just think it's not. It says, for all the Athenians, verse 24, thou bringest certain strange things to our ears. We would know, therefore, what these things mean. And this is why you have a big campaign of the so-called Christians and anti-Christians coming against the Hebrew Israelite doctrine. This is a strange thing. And it's the same Bible that they read.
Yeah.
So they like, well, what's going on? What is this? They want to debate and try to reinforce that Renaissance Christianity, that Pan-Christian Christianity, that doesn't make sense.
They're reading the KJV.
Yeah.
They're reading it.
That's why it's known as a new song.
Yeah. And what is that? Revelation 7, it says that only 144,000 are able to see that side.
I can get really 14.
14. Wow.
But where's the videos surviving the street? You know, like they got these videos. I was married to a Hebrew Israelite.
Yeah.
You know, and it's always me when the Southern people. And she's like, I was married to a Hebrew Israelite. He made me wear a dress, and he was this, and he was that.
Watch videos all day.
That's such a evil thing.
Yeah.
Wear a dress, bitch.
Yeah.
Evil, man.
And they always think of Mr. from Color Purple. Like, that's the picture that paint of Jake was structured. But nobody has surviving the YN. There's not a plethora of videos like, yo, we got
Surviving Pookie.
Yeah, surviving Pookie. There's no videos of it. Alright? Nobody's doing videos like, look, our communities is just full of wretchedness. It's full of twerk videos and full of whoredom, and nobody does that.
No, because why? Because that's being glorified.
Yes, glorified.
You know? That's being light is being shined on them. That's the good.
Yeah, that's the moment.
That's good. And they made it to a TV show, reality show. You know, Housewives of Atlanta, Housewives of Chicago. Like, this shit is being glorified. And that's where
That's part of the immorality. You know, people say the war was mingle of perverse spirit.
yeah.
That's that perverse spirit.
Oh, man.
And it's dark.
And even for somebody like us that ain't been on the earth that long, I can feel it, man. It's like ever since, I guess, the internet, social media, it's disrupting them. Sexy red, low rhythm.
Everybody's naked, damn near.
Everybody's naked.
You're just always naked.
Yeah.
And that's like it gets progressively worse and worse.
Yeah, as you go. That's spiritual side.
Yeah.
The more you mentioned that earlier.
It's not a fact, but Dr. Shaw, I know you got speakers on deck, but it's the answer to Genesis, I think, 6.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's a blueprint for what happens when the world becomes wicked. Genesis 6, that's the blueprint.
This is Genesis 6. And I'm going to start at. I started at 1. 25. Yeah. I'll start at 1. This is Genesis 6 and 1. And it came to pass when beings began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they was fine.
And who were the sons of God? It was the sons of Adam. Today we call them Israelites. You know? Because
The chosen line.
the chosen line from up.
Yeah, because Adam's son Cain, that line came to this. Genesis 4. But Genesis 5, that's the sons of the righteous through Seth. Adam's son. And he ran down the Enoch and Lamech and different men that were part of the sons of God. It wasn't talking about no half angel, half man.
Right, but that's what, like I said, Christianity.
Right.
Nephilim, they call them.
Yeah, Nephilim, yeah.
The giant.
Right.
Napoleon, they would say when they use the term Nephilim, they like, well, there's some fallen angels. No.
Right.
What the word Nephilim comes from the word Napoleon, which means fallen angels.
All right.
They fell from that grace. That's why in Psalm 82 and 6, I say you are God, and you shall die like men, and you shall fall like one of the creatures. The Hebrew word that's for fall is the same Hebrew word that's in Genesis 6 for giant. So the word giant should have never been written as giant, because people look at the word giant and they're thinking about statue.
Yeah, a tall statue, yeah.
But that giant represents that they were renowned, they were known.
Right.
So they had a great name as the sons of God, just like Israel had a great name. Like you have celebrities today, they have great names, but then when they fall, whatever happened, the sad ending of so and so and such and such. It was at the top. Look what we did now.
That's
That's it, you know?
But the Lord needed to allow that word giant to be there for a something.
There you go, bam.
Hey, them Christian, them illustrated Christian books mess me up, man. You got a giant looking at an old girl, you know, a giant, you know, a little girl, you know, and then there are pieces in your head.
Yeah,
You know?
but that's the part of the brainwashing. But then, or should I say the part of the brain dirtiness?
Yeah.
But then it said, what? Be renewed in the spirit of your mind. By the washing of the water of the word.
Yeah, Ephesians.
Right, because we were all in that. Remember, the Apostle Paul, the Apostle Peter, so look, that's vain conversation that you see from your father. When you were in ignorance, when you were in darkness.
Right.
Now you're coming out and you got to leave that shit behind.
Right, when you come to the light, which you
That's it. And most people are not willing to let go of their past life because there's too many achievements that they accomplished. And they figure, damn, if I do that, I got to start all over.
I got you, my real
said,
Apostle.
you got to be born again and you have to be a little children. Little children don't fight. 5 minutes later, they're friendly. And they don't even remember that they fought. You know? Innocent.
These children are malice.
I beg you up real quick, Father. We're going to Genesis. This is Jeremiah 9 and 6. Thy habitation is in the midst of deceit. Through deceit, they refuse to know me, said the Lord Yahweh.
Yeah. That's through deceit that refuse to know the Lord. So it's like these churches, which are holy houses, also are synagogues pretty much of lies.
That's it.
They program Jake to believe that because that's how the so-called preacher among Jake was taught by the master to keep his slaves in line. Because prior to that, that's where they had to get the slave Bible, because they were reading about the poets and the slavery and everything. You know, they're going to pay back, so they were raised up. So the Lord had Esau give Jacob the slave Bible to condition and pacify them.
Yeah, that's why they
Was it that time? Yep. No, so you had Nat Turner, Denmark, DC.
Yep.
You had Marcus Garvey, Gabriel Prosper. Yeah, that goes back to the 60s.
Yeah.
Black Panthers.
Yeah.
But that goes into something else, because back then they were actually taking Esau out.
Right.
These were both for real, because Jacob was really trying to fight against them. And then most of those revolts were pretty much, even though they were in America, they were still had their fight Levi. The tribe, man, is
And we ain't going, man.
yeah,
That's right. And it was like, what, like over there, is it New York? Ice, the Haitians.
I believe so.
They
wilding out right now.
They were fighting back.
Yeah, it's about, even hey, Hurricane Katrina, when Jack came up from New Orleans to Jackson.
can't see it, Memphis.
Yeah. Hey, the crowd rate went up everywhere he got with. But it's a bad against spirit of the right hand. The mega being is like a right hand.
This is what they're afraid of. This is why, like, go back to the school, it's really just indoctrination of the school. The churches are just really indoctrination. Here you go. That's all that it is. Keep you under that banner of righteousness.
Right. To keep Esau on top. Because, you know, so look, you mother effers a slave. You know, and we got to keep you in check. You can't have no slave acting uppity.
Right.
You know, that's why, like, in slavery, you know, you couldn't look at the master in the eye, the eyeballing you, boy, because they wanted to keep Jake in that low state because they understood the potential that Jake had, even in that low state.
They knew the power was us. That's why Pastor Hart called the dedication to the
Yeah.
Everything was corporate now. You had the plantations, the slave master, you had the group joints. But everything is corporate now. Now you have what Amazon plant, the warehouses, the restaurants, you know, the truck drivers, all right? You got the churches, the mega churches, TV jakes. But Esau was still on top.
That was the great emancipation. Transfer from the hands of the slave owner himself
to the government.
to the corporation of the
Yeah.
government. That's where you have the 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment ties you into being a servant or a slave through contract. Because once you become a citizen of the United States, you're subject to all the laws. And everything is based off the contract. That's why you got a birth certificate, you have a driver's license, you know, so on and so forth. Social security card.
Man.
Come on, man.
Like in Genesis.
And the most I'm about to save us from this plantation.
Like in Genesis 6 and 2, that the Son of God saw the daughters of men, that they was fair. And they took the wives of all which they chose.
Like a Jack Johnson situation. You know? This situation, you know?
And the Lord Yahweh said, my spirit.
Comment on that, look at all these great entertainers. You know, when you just like a regular gig, your actions of women is very limited. But once you get to a certain renown, you know, you become a giant in this world, you know, you become a celebrity, right? Famous. All of a sudden, that access opens wide up. You can be with any woman you want to. You're a Chinese woman, you can be with a Chinese woman. You might say, you can be with an Arab woman. All the access will really open up. So back then, Jake was at that stature. Jake had that glory. Jake was like the celebrity of those times. Like inside, like Jake was the top nation on earth. So all the women, they chose. The women didn't choose you. You chose all the women. You were real old.
This guy everything's upside down now. And please forgive me, I'm a little tired.
Yeah, like rush out.
You see how everything is upside down? Man?
Yeah.
You know? To this day, Jake wants something for it. To this day, Jake got something for it on his arm. If you got Keisha, that's why you don't try too much.
Yeah.
So you can say something about
I'm rocking up down the street.
to this day, Jake saying Florida, if you look at Jake, if you look at Earth of the United States, it's like fruit everywhere. In the day. Exotic fruit. And those made for our son. So Jake like that exotic stuff.
And Jake had two people. Jake started going to the exotic guys.
That's it.
He got
Go.
fucked up.
That's the point right there. That's why Phineas killed that Jake that was having sex with that Midianite woman because he was having sex with her in the name of God. And that's why he was killed. He wasn't killed because he was having sex with the woman of the nation. He was put to death because he was proclamating the name of their God. Because that's a lot, that goes on a lot among these places. You know, they have religions and priesthood, and you have to do certain rituals. And some of those rituals, you have to perform sexual acts. See?
On a sexual act.
Yeah.
Conjure up those gods for whatever reason, good harvest, fertility or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But Jake got with those women, and Jake fell for those gods.
Yeah.
It's like
And
Solomon.
remember Nehemiah? Jake's ass. Because Jake was taking in women, and the babies, they were speaking the language of their mother. So you know they were learning the customs of their mother. That's why he got mad. He didn't get mad at them because they were copying the women of the other nation. He was mad because of the way they were raising their children.
Right, they ain't raised in the way of
Exactly. They were speaking in the language of their mothers, but not in the Hebrew language.
Yep.
So he just lost it. They started beating ass and ripping their beards off.
He was justified.
Yeah.
A woman's supposed to really attach to your spirit.
Yeah.
He's going to fall after you. You're supposed to drop her God and worship your God. That's how people said, there you go. But Jake went backwards. Yeah. Okay, Jake started worshiping the other God.
I thought we were going to spiritual for the good news.
Damn.
That was part of it. Don't forget the advice.
And it's sad. And it says, and the Lord, Yahweh said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, but that he also is flesh. Yet his days shall be 120 years.
Those are devotions, sorry. Those are devotions.
Yeah, exactly.
On this side, you live 120 years, 100 years, like, whoa.
Yeah, that's a long life.
Right,
yeah,
But back then, 800.
900.
Normal, you live 360. You know, you don't live past your life.
Yeah, because you got niggas dying in the state or something.
I know how old was Noah when he started having children.
Oh, man.
Noah, no, 100. Hold on.
We ain't talking about Abraham, we're talking about Noah.
600 something years, bro.
500 years.
He was 500 years old when he started having children.
We got kids at 30 now, but dang, you waited late. 500 years, man.
He experienced a lot of things. You know, 500 years on earth.
But that's half of a day. Half of a day. You know, but one day with the Lord, 1,000 years, 1,000 years, one day. Yeah. So it says, for that he is also flesh, and yet the days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days.
Those giants are falling now. All right? The sons of the Most High. All right?
And also after that, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they brought children with them, they said, like the same became mighty men, which were of all men of renown. And the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth.
And the renown goes back to famous. The celebrities. apostles going into on this side. We got Dixon and LeBron James. That's the man of renown. Eddie Murphy.
Michael Jackson,
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jordan,
Michael Jordan.
Mike, all of them, Mike Tyson, Lamar Jackson.
Michael's a heavy name.
And the Browns.
What does it mean?
Huh? Mike,
You like the Most High.
Maya Ka'ala.
Like a competitor, bro. I'm trying to beat you too.
I know.
Yeah, I'm trying to beat you too.
Yeah. And it says, and the most high saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth.
The wickedness of man was great in the earth. And it goes to Wisdom of Solomon 14, man. It actually detailed the behavior of people on the planet. And you would think somebody would read that or run across that, man. Alright? It said the behavior of man was wicked on the earth, man. Now go ahead.
And it says,
And you know, like a little TikTok video where they had the little 4, 5-year-olds singing Sexy Baby.
Yeah, I seen that.
Once I visited the earth and saw that shit, man. Alright? Being a hoe is not the divine intention of the Most High. You know, being a nigga, an adulterer, being an idol worshiper, it ain't the divine intention of the Most High. So when he looked down on earth and saw this project that he invented, he's like, nah, what the fuck is this? Alright? Let me take you that. Let me take you that.
and it says, and the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thought of his heart was only evil continually.
Yeah, and then you see the same thing now. Come on, man. That's why Isaiah 13 speaks about, because of the wickedness of the world. That's when the Lord comes to judge.
Oh, got it.
Isaiah 13.
I'm gonna put it out there. I'll put it to work for their wicked evil.
Right. And, so now we're looking at way back then during the sons of the Most High, and how wicked the earth was before the Lord destroyed it by the flood. And how much more now is it wicked? Because from the time of Noah, when the earth was repopulated again by his sons, evil was still on the earth.
Yeah, he was still on the earth.
And they just kept progressing to get worse and worse.
Man.
So the Lord has waited all this time from the flood till now to hold him back. And then, boom.
So that's why he said, Revelation 14, he's going to pour it out without business. And now this is the time to get this around on the earth. The whole back so long.
Oh yeah.
He's going to find a place to die. He's going to bring
Hell. And that's why you're going to have to be in the chariot.
Yeah.
People that's on the earth, even if you're in it, in shelter, the earth is going to be rocking the whole earth. So you're going to think it's over for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
But it's going to be so intense. But the Lord's going to hold you in the trouble. Because he said he's not going to destroy the earth.
Yeah.
It endures forever.
And then that's going to serve as a sifting for the new world to come. Like a great shake down, All right, now, that's what we said.
Well, the earth is going to be terrified. The land is going to be red, formed like the Lord of the flood. And the Lord,
Reconstruction.
The
Yeah, the earth reconstruction.
Lord will be the same thing. Islands going to rise, islands going to sink. It's going to be a whole new earth.
And you'd be surprised that earth comes back. You'd be surprised.
Wow.
I mean, don't be surprised.
Well, the Lord is going to expand.
Because you can either come together or the world will fall further than no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
We're not saying that that's going to happen, but it's saying it's in larger sense.
Extrapolate.
Yeah, in larger sense of more
I got a real quick. Ezekiel 36. And it says we look for a new heaven and a new earth. Where it's going to right. The earth is going to be renewed. It's going to be refreshed. You know? Stop right here. Ezekiel 36 and 11. And I will multiply upon you man and beast, and they shall increase and bring fruit. And I will settle you after your old estates. And it will be better unto you than at your beginning, You should know that I am your house.
Oh yeah, so it's going to be the earth going to be better when the destruction hits than it was in the beginning. When the earth was first formed and it was perfect, when the Lord is going, He's going to make it even better than that. Only the Most High can do that. But the destruction has to come first. You know, like you make a masterpiece, it's perfect. You can tear it down and make even a better masterpiece, and it's still perfect. You know?
Isaiah 13.
Go right to the point.
Isaiah 13 and 11.
Unless you want to do something.
Isaiah 13 and 11 says, I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity.
Yeah, because the Most High is going to take a lot of people out throughout the earth. The main concentrated destruction, the utter annihilation is going to be here in Babylon, in America. Babilonia la Grande.
And I will punish
Toda la tierra.
Sí, sí, sí.
América, Babilonia la Grande.
Sierra.
Isaiah 13 and 11. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity.
I thought it was my body, my choice. There's also a scripture that says that you're going to be rewarded for the work that you do in this body, good or bad. So you don't have free will.
And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease.
He saw you. Oh, that's why it said in Jeremiah, the earth was quiet after the fall of Babylon. Oh, yeah. And what the prayer said,
And God, Isaiah 14,
I'm sorry, the temple of Babylon.
and then Jeremiah. Hey, listen. This world will never be at peace as long as it's never free.
Yeah. All the wicked
World
world
will never be at peace.
Yeah.
He doesn't know about peace. You know, all he knows is the strife and the pressure. He's not built any other way.
Yeah, the scripture saying he comes to take people from the earth.
That's it. Which I asked ChatGPT what they're talking about family together.
Yeah, you can listen out of that.
Got you.
Yeah, Revelation.
Great sword in there, you know.
You going in Revelation 6.
Revelation 6 and 3 and 34.
And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. And will lay low the haughtiness of the hell.
You got a lot of people in the world, they got pride. They proud. You know? But the Lord said he's going to call them to see how they will call them. He's going to shake them out. You know? Let him have a shot to my favorite song.
That's it, you know. Man, that's a lesson right there. But you know, let him have a shot to come up off that throne.
Yeah, when I do that. Yeah, that's how everybody going to be brought low.
All needs are going to bow.
Yeah, like the apostle was saying, how the earth going to shake. Come on, man.
But look, it said all knees are going to bow. Everybody's going to voluntarily bow.
Right.
They're going to recognize that power. People bow to power.
Yes, that's it.
And when they see outside coming in that power and that glory, they ain't going to have no other choice.
There's no other choice.
Yeah, like if you see like an athlete at the pinnacle, like the GOAT of these different athletic, arenas, and they do something crazy, you be like, God damn, you kind of like, what the hell? Like it's not, you jumping and fucking with a backflip, jumping the ball, and you ain't in amazement. You like, oh man, like how much more when the Heavenly Father and the Son comes?
But now, what do they do to people that do these spectacular things?
They got to do it right here. They got to do that right here.
They bow.
Yeah, it's like an honor.
Yeah. Yeah. They're gonna honor your house shop.
Yeah, because he finna shake what? He finna shake the earth to the earth. Yeah, but that's why I say wisdom of Solomon down one, he the righteousness for us.
And then what is it says what is that in the Luke? Those that are my enemies.
Yeah.
That's so you're gonna have certain individuals that's not gonna bow down. They don't want to bow down. The Lord will put to death.
Well, all the military.
Yeah.
Planes. throne and all that.
They gonna fight him.
And they're gonna get fucked up.
Going right back to
That's it.
Yeah.
And Lord will, when you get down to the whole chapter.
Yeah.
I had so bad earlier.
Man, because we were talking about the military and the ships and how they got their angels on the left hand side.
Yeah.
And now that's pretty good.
St. Matthew chapter 13, verse 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea that it moved all the waves thereof.
Now that sea is talking about space.
Yeah.
You know how you get? There you go. See?
The water.
The water. That's the element that's out there in the heavens. And that's where how it has coming from. This is why Christopher Columbus inserted himself when he came out of the sea.
St. Matthew 13 and 2. And lo, there was a wind from the sea that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man went strong with the thousands of heaven.
And all those waves are the other nations. You know how you say you make them waves? And that's the other nations. So he said all of them are going to be moved out the way. These high hills and these high mountains are going to be brought up. Yeah.
Second Matthew.
That's where he's coming out.
Yep. So he's around the earth, there's all this water.
14. And Enoch also,
Yep.
the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, Behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000 of his saints.
Yeah. And that also goes about Matthew 7, 9, 10. The Lord coming, with all the angels on the chariot. And the Lord don't need all that. But the Lord gonna pull up the power just to let you know. And when you start fucking somebody, they got something called shock and awe. They shock and awe, they overwhelm them. And the Lord's gonna overwhelm them. And it ain't even gonna take much to take you out. So the angels really, they're coming, but instead of I was trying to let out that grass. That's it. Yeah. And it's like, oh, man. Like when Benaiah, he fought those two guys like in the line, and they were like, nothing, he went right through him, he was so mad, and he wanted to be more of a challenge. He jumped in the fucking pit and killed the fucking guy.
Finished it off.
Yeah. He still had that
The water.
He had that testimony.
And wasn't that King Solomon hit me and I put it like King Solomon couldn't, I believe so. And he would always say Solomon's son again.
Like I said, Matthew 13 and 3. And I beheld, and lo, that man went strong with the thousands of heaven.
Our power was given to the Holy Spirit. That's it. So our power was given to the Holy Spirit. So now he's coming back to claim that power.
Man. We're going to that
It's a rain. That's it.
That's the lions, man. You watch those lion documentaries? And when the male lions get together, they call it a coalition, right? But the lions, they're coming to conquer territories, man. So the lion is how he was all the heathen. Ah, you right, yeah. And I'm going to conquer you, yeah. Look into all the disobeyed somewhere. Yeah. I'm going to conquer everything, man. So what is the house I referred to? The lion and the tribe of Judah, man. That's why they hated King David's rulership. He did everything like a lion, conquered all the nations like a lion.
Revelation 19 says he's coming to make war. 19 says he's coming to make war.
Next 6 Matthew 13.
Y'all don't know the way. You people go ahead and give it a name. You know Jesus.
Right.
GBs.
GB. Yeah, that's what
You don't know Yahweh Shai. You don't know Yahweh Shai. You don't know the Yahweh Shai and the power that he possesses. And what he's coming to do when he's coming back to the earth. He ain't coming up there like
That's right.
Yeah.
Esau knows. He always depicts him as more. You know what I'm saying? More yeah.
Next 6 Matthew chapter 13 and 3. And I beheld, and lo, that man went strong with the balances of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled. There was seen under him.
And the scriptures say, the fear and none of the things that are coming on the earth. The power of the heavens shall be shaken. Hey, back then when you had, back in 1952, I think it was, when you had those chariots on the Capitol building, and jets, and the U.S. Air Force jets were scrambling to get there, and they just disappeared. But they probably were still there.
But they
just
power.
They just showed they were messing with these stuff that way. You know? And they scrambled out to get their jets out there. By the time they got there,
Chariots of this spirit.
and they probably were still there.
And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they bonded on his voice.
Right, and it's talking about other chariots. Alright, so what's going to be coming out of the chariots? The latest shit. Alright, this is like concentrated on fire.
And that's what the horn is in chapter the third chapter. So now the sides came out of him, and those are rays of light. That's the same ray of light that came out that the Lord broke the tablets in the finger of the Most High. Same thing. Same ray.
Man, and then that's why I say whoever you shall be called the name of God and his presence.
That's it. And now you know that when lasers hit, they can devastate, destroy you. Like that. Yeah. And that's what the Lord is going to do with the back.
War, yep. I was just thinking that.
Boom, you did.
Right.
Boom, done.
And you know they went in the scripture.
Oh yeah, they got it from the scripture. All the inspiration that you see these movies, they all go back to the scripture.
Yeah,
And ultimately,
what is the word scripture on?
ultimately, the inspiration of everything is the word. The word created everything. So you just use Esau to work it out.
I got it.
6 Matthew 13 and 4. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they bonded on his voice.
Yeah.
Like it's the earth.
And then
I ain't said I ain't come to send fire on the earth.
well, we're live.
You ever be smart, man?
And when you read this, it says,
Oh yeah, I mean the church could make a sound, but most of the time you know it's gonna hit that truck.
6 Matthew 13 and 4. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they bonded on his voice.
yeah, so what we're hearing is, we're calling it the spirit of Habakkuk. Habakkuk is on the Habakkuk 3rd chapter.
Yeah.
He said, I heard God speak.
Afraid.
Afraid.
So when you read this, you call it afraid. He's still going to call the Lord. The word is how we got coming with it. Alright, so we just read, go all of that through the reading of our lesson, the most high command that we shall not learn. But these things going to happen. It's going to happen.
Right. You're not gonna stop it because of your unbelief.
Okay, what Romans 3? See that make the most high worry without mistake? No. Alright, so when you're hearing this, you're going to fear the Lord, man. That's why I say, through the terror of the Lord, he persuades not covering this word, you doomed. You know?
It said, like is the up, feel it, when it feel it defiant. And after this I beheld, and lo,
The second, Joel, the second chapter. Come on, man. Joel, the third chapter. You know? You can't play.
Those are the times we're in right now.
Yeah.
It's approaching.
You know, the second chapter, the provisions are already there. The military, they already got the military.
Yeah.
They already got the missile.
Hey, listen.
Right. And right now, they're over there puffing up each other.
Yeah, back and forth.
Setting up, you know how you got the tree fight?
Yeah, you got to argue back and forth.
They're pushing each other and killing each other's face. That's what the Lord's doing right now with these little skirmishes. Then the night of the main event is going to come. And that's when the House side cracks and cries and makes these devils bow.
That's it.
So the heavyweight champion of the world.
And that's why
Yeah.
and that's why our faith lies in it. Our faith lies in that.
Yeah.
All right? It's like one of the mentioned earlier, 63. Yeah. We look for it, we can answer it first. That's how they do heaven and earth on earth.
Yeah, because the earth is never going to be in perfect balance again until the right people are ruling it. So the House side comes back.
It said sit on the top.
Yeah, because the earth is going to create it to operate under a wicked vibration.
It's all educated.
Because, you know, like just like the body, you put in foreign matters into the body, it destroys the natural ability of the body to function. So this world and wickedness is destroying the natural system of the earth.
It's like the wicked is like GMO.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you said it. But it's like the laws is like the earth is a computer. Yeah, they have the right software program.
There you go.
You put the wrong one in there, it's going to go haywire.
Hey, just like you can have many different charges, and you don't got the right charger to plug into your phone. If the charger works, but it don't work for you.
It might charge backwards.
Take away.
Sometimes you do that.
That's them old charges. The old charges.
What times it takes 18 hours,
Yeah.
you know?
So,
Yeah, you got a car, that motherfucker takes 18 hours.
so people don't know what this is about. You know, the Most High is overthrowing the system and replacing it with the new system. Or which is the older system with the old path. So that's the righteous framework to run the planet Earth.
Yeah, because the Lord is going to visit the military of these nations, and the military. That's what the Lord's coming to see. That's what we read in there. That's why in Daniel 7 it says that the hell to the thrones were cast down and the ancient of days was sick. You know, because Daniel saw a vision of the future when all of these different empires were destroyed and the Most High was sitting there and the House was presented before him and he was to be established as the new king of everything underneath the power and behest of the Most High. The House.
Yeah, Daniel 7:18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
Yeah, because the saints who Yahweh by some outside and the saints, the earth back into the proper order. That's where you're going to have, there's nothing, a government is not wicked. Leadership is not wicked unless they happen to be wicked. Operate wicked. So there's always going to be leadership established. There's always going to be a government established. You know? And that government that's going to be established is going to be run by Yahweh by some outside and the 144,000 in the youth. And they're going to be officiating all the rules and the regulations that's going to restore the earth back to its proper balance.
We have to go back up to we have to land statute.
Yeah.
You know, that's one law that it was implemented, you know. What else? Like just adultery, slothful son, arranged marriage, those systems, inheritance, you know, it is six for the person. You know?
And that is the perfect, combination to keep the earth proper order. That's why if you eat unclean food, your body breaks down. But if you eat the clean food, as long as you're not over brokenness, You'll be all right. Because that's what was created for us to eat. But when you're eating GMOs, you eat these things, they destroy you. Yeah. Like we saw on lake, we saw that damn catfish dead in the lake. Catfish dead in the lake. Catfish eat garbage. That shit was so polluted, them motherfuckers dead it up.
That says a lot about GMO.
Yeah, catfish.
That says a lot about GMO. If you cook the catfish,
Yeah.
That catfish was pure, and his mustache was fucked up too.
that says a lot about what it is.
Put him in the water.
He wasn't even kidding, he was just...
What the Esau feature thing?
Yeah.
When he throw in the water.
And then you got these prehistoric fish with this fucking scientific creation like you saw, and them of them are watching up there.
Yeah.
Now don't worry about the fish, they just die easily, you know.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
When Mike get put to jail for them pit bulls, like you don't, as it says, the man has cured up his livestock, but he goes to prison and you don't. There's video footage of Esau, it's like a sport. Esau racing to the shores to start pinching whales and shit, man.
Yeah.
Like probably in Australia or somewhere, New Zealand or somewhere.
Nothing happened.
See, that's how you, Peru, chicken joy. Esau, they fight chicken.
Yeah.
They
It's
fight
like
dogs.
dog.
But this started in Europe.
I don't know if it's next Europe, but Esau in Europe, but it started in Europe. It's the pit bulls. They fought them in pits. Because before then, there were bulls that used to actually catch bulls. But they started fighting in pits. I think that's what Esau thing.
Well, you got, work fights. They don't have big fights. Yeah, Django.
Yeah, Django.
Yeah. That's Django. That's Django.
Work fights. Esau would fight Jake. You know? Of course, we're in a society where it's not going to judge yourself.
Right.
You know?
And then Jake 42.
Jake 42, yeah.
They show you that in the movie.
Yeah, Django.
People each other bloody sometimes
Yeah.
to death.
Hey, tell me, finish him off.
Yeah,
You know what
Django?
Django?
The same spirit of people of Rome. Yeah, you know, the conversation was the same spirit.
Then you circus.
They damn near kill each other in the restaurant.
Yeah. And who's the top fighter? Jake.
Jake.
If you want a good fight, you got to get a Jake, like a prototypical Jake, and then like an Israelite foreigner.
Yeah, a Russian Jake.
Like a Russian or
Like
like an Irishman.
Yeah, Irish man that was fighting there. Remember, he was wrestling
Yeah,
there.
Khabib. You got to get like a foreigner, Israelite foreigner Jake. You gotta get like a dark skin Jake, you know what I mean? You put them together, you got a money fight, man. You get to an Irish, fighting Irish, you know, with a Jake.
They think it's two different people.
Y'all remember on Rock? Brother, which one is it?
Rocky 50.
A lot of them.
Remember the Rush?
Yeah.
Remember the machine there called
Draco.
Draco. Yeah.
I think that was number 3.
Next week.
Yeah, he was 3 or 4.
Might have been, I don't know which one, but
Some of the big
they got the power.
When they
See
killed
how,
Apollo 3.
they knocked him out. So Rock had to come in and fight
Nigga had
for
the
him.
American flag pants on.
Yeah, that's why he got his ass whooped.
Fight like a last line.
Get the stripes out of there. You got something to
Yeah, this is second Ezra 15 and 6. It says, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth,
go.
and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
And that's what it was going to destroy America. That goes hand in hand with that. No, that's why somebody can get that. Before around 9. You had it? You know? And then pretty much, that's, we're looking at the Lord said, destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. He did it, and he left it as an example to go to Adam. You see in the blueprint that the world in the beginning was so wicked, and the Lord destroyed by water.
Yeah.
Now we see in the earth progressively getting wicked, more and more wicked, and the Lord said this is going to be burned with fire. And people still don't see their destruction comes. They still immersed in whatever wickedness they
Yeah,
immersed.
be always mine.
Right. They don't. Still.
Yeah, because how do you get rid of pollution? Burn it.
Yeah.
You have those waste fields. Yeah. They burn the waste. Yeah. Like they hate it. Yeah. Right? That where they will burn the trash. Yeah. So this place is polluted. And America is exporting pollution. Yeah. They went into all the nations and forced them to do that around. Forcing them to do it. You know, the Westernization is like Romanization.
Yeah.
Hellenization. It's the same thing. The Lord's going to destroy the pollution. This time, last time, he washed it away. This time, he's going to burn it away.
But I was talking to a firefighter. Yeah, I was talking to him. He was a firefighter. It's like a pilot. Firefighter pilot. And it was like, you know what they do?
They chopper. Like in the chopper.
Yeah, I would say so. You know, we used to fire in LA when they fly the agent over the fire. He was like, what they do, the formers, they burn the land.
Yeah.
So you drive to stop the fire. So, well, you know, like, so you see farmers burning over acres. So they fire.
Yeah.
You got it. And after it does, they remove the soil. Soil is renewed when they burn the soil.
I believe they used to do that.
I was like, over here saying everybody.
I want to hear a little bit. Gotta hear it.
Everything. You know, so instead of dumping on all your crops, don't burn a portion of a crop to destroy that fungus and that mold that is spread. It could be like a blight, right? You know, like a particular blight, fungus or something. You know, burn it. You know?
They're showing you like missiles.
Yeah.
From the weather agent.
Yeah.
What is going to like the smoke that comes from their cloud. They're like saging the earth.
Yeah.
You know?
Say you don't want to change your evil ways, the Most High got the fix for you.
Yeah.
He gonna burn your ass.
The savory smell he won't.
That's it.
just like you when you cooking steak on the grill, or they got the burgers on the grill. You know, the aroma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to completely wipe him out and show the whole world, like, no, we start fresh. Okay? And then leave that spot as a memorial. If you any information you want to try to, you will be just like this. You know, we will have all the records for it. And it's going to be that new high holy day where the whole world is going to have to worship.
Yeah.
It's like a commemoration of remembering
The new pastor.
the new Passover. Now, everybody will delivered from America and to reflect on the tribulation, the oppression, and also the destruction of Esau. Esau, he not going to hold that path. Jeremiah 16:14.
Like, ain't never been that loud, though.
And that's gonna be the memorial of the new of the deliverance. Like the old one of people. The pastor.
Jeremiah 16:14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that it shall no more be said of Yahweh living, and brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But Yahweh liveth, and brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
Yeah, because, I mean, the Passover is still going to hold Passover. But this destruction and this deliverance, this memorial is going to overshadow what the Most High did in Egypt. So it's going to almost be like, it's not even talked about really like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you like a small little example. Like back in the 70s, 80s, you had Dr. J and different other basketball players that were big superstars at that time, and everybody was like, but then newer players came in and took over that star. And all the way to today, you got the LeBron, Allen Iverson, Steph Curry, that outshine a lot of the older ones.
They're rarely talked about.
Right.
They're talked about every once in a while. They're still talked about, but they're overshadowed by the new age of superstars. You know, so it's going to be the new, this high holy day is going to overshadow all high holy days.
Yeah.
That's the young nation that
This is spiritual side.
it's true. Even going to the apocalypse, he said, I'm ready to get a new. Yeah, because Yahweh Shai was with us in the first Passover, as a deliverer. And he did not call us up time he's going to actually physically come on the scene, destroy our enemies for the whole world to see. Right? Because other nations, they heard it.
Yeah.
But they didn't, all eyes weren't on the actual destruction. This time, all eyes are going to be on the actual destruction.
Yeah, 'cause they're gonna actually see it.
The destruction. And they're going to feel also.
You're going to see the Israelites elect.
Yep, get beamed up. So you're going to have the elect scattered throughout all the different parts of the earth too. So in China, you have Israelites being beamed up. In Russia, Iran, you have Israelites being beamed up. And then the whole world's going to actually feel the rocking to and fro, the great earthquake.
Yeah.
But Yahushua now is going to physically come and beam his people up. Okay? And then those same people, Jesus is going to come down on the earth and then get everything in order. And then just come.
And then the angel told the disciples, when the Lord was being taken up, he said, why look like they do here? The same way that the Lord is leaving, the same way he's
Coming back. Yep.
He's coming back in the same ship. But it's going to be bigger.
Oh yeah, and another difference that he's not gonna be here.
Because he's already glorified.
Right.
He already went through the humiliation. Now he's coming back from the glorification.
Beautiful.
He's going to be glorified.
That's it. That's it.
You know, and because right now he ain't coming back with nothing but take his place and take on his throne. And take over and make sure everybody on the planet bows to him.
We'll say to deliver and to destroy.
That's it.
See, this gonna prove that America is spiritual Egypt right here. The second Ezra 15 and 11. And I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm.
That's Yahushua. That's the Lord's right hand. That's a mighty hand. Okay, because the deliverance that's getting ready to take place, because mind you, deliverance and the destruction is going to take place simultaneously. Who can do that? Who can save a group of people that have that nobody in the earth can say who the elect is or isn't? Right? Only the Heavenly Father knows and the Son. So when the destruction comes, the Lord is going to have each individual of the elect not be touched. That's a mighty hand. To get you out of, you can be the only one in the city be delivered. No, nothing happens to you.
Your bed's all up. You know?
He that abideth the secret place of the Most High.
This is Psalm 91. Yep. So it says, I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof.
Ask the Lord this time now to deliver the Israelites from the modern day Egypt.
There you go.
And there's no coincidence that on the back of the dollar bill, you have an Egyptian pyramid. You know? The Egyptian pyramid, what is an Egyptian pyramid doing on the back of the dollar bill?
Yeah, see?
That goes back to right on the back of the dollar bill. Because the Lord made it to where they put it on there because America is known as Egypt. And the so-called presidents would be like the modern day Pharaoh.
We in Memphis.
Yeah, we just did a lesson on that earlier, didn't we?
And you had the Bass Pro.
Yeah, Bass Pro Shop,
You know,
yeah.
which is
Pyramid.
pyramid, and then years ago they had the statue of Ramses II. You know, and then they moved it over to the university.
Memphis State College.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what's that all about?
Yeah, they,
And they said when Andrew Jackson and them set this place up called the Memphis, they were commemorating Memphis.
actually, because why they didn't destroy it? Why they just didn't destroy the statue? Why they didn't see it in another place?
Yeah.
Correlation between Nile River and the Mississippi River. It's the same thing.
They call it the American Nile.
Alright, one more. It says, Egypt shall mourn.
And that's not the only. There's many other parallels.
Right.
In Washington, D.C. They said that when they chose the land to build Washington, D.C., they chose it because it resembled the marshland. And that's why there were certain buildings that they want to set up and establish. And it was set up perfectly, but they couldn't set it up because they couldn't get the ground, steady enough. So they had to kind of shift certain buildings over so that they could be able to build it.
Yep.
You know, but they had to be, what you saw everything has to do with measurements and numbers.
But it makes
Yeah.
all about measurement. You know, and then another term embalming the dead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's like embalm the dead. There's like a ritual they will go through. Now, the death is actually more worship than life. That's what you're about to do. You know, Esau makes more money off the dead than alive. Especially these celebrities, you know. Like Tupac. Tupac is bigger than when he is now than he was when he was dead. And who owns all those rights? Esau.
You know what he's doing?
Yeah.
That's why those celebrities that find out about others and masters, they're fucked up.
Every time.
Prince, Michael Jackson.
Or they get humiliated, they get ran through. Yeah, before they get to the death, they get humiliated and they get trampled.
So it said, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be spent with the plague and punishment.
Oh, like for example, Michael Jackson. Everybody knows him as the king of pop, but also allegations of child molestation too. So it's like an asterisk on his name. He can never be the greatest because they also bring that. Esau bring that up. What about this? What about that? And was he doing those things? I mean, who knows?
Who knows?
You know? But look for you.
Because of our brethren.
The man himself. That was Esau on. That was they free.
Yeah, but Esau does no wrong. You know, he stops crime. You know, he's a crime fighting machine.
Right.
Bringing justice, you know. Where your justice league. Like he's actually going around the whole liquor store. That's why he bombed Iran. He's a terrorist state. It's a terrorist sponsor, state sponsor of terrorism. We can't have that. We gotta bomb. We gotta make sure we police the whole earth. Meanwhile, he's the actual perpetrator. That's the perfect way to hide yourself. Right? You wanna hide who the Israelites are? Well, just say you're Israelites. So nobody can say who's not.
Yep. That's how you know that his characteristics and his scripture has said what? Yeah. He's crafty. So he's a snake. So, but it says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be spent with plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. That they just, it's like that they.
Oh, yeah.
There's still more than that. That's the drop in the bucket for the Most High generated in the church. Before the full destruction and annihilation of Babylon, the Great Empire, many plagues, just like ancient Egypt, you know, you got different actual diseases, not manufactured diseases. Actual shit that jumping on motherfuckers and taking them out. That's actually going to happen. People fighting each other, killing each other with swords.
Beast newly created.
Okay, he's newly created. You got the family, actual family. You know, because those Messiahs were sent to Egypt was actually plagued.
This is Isaiah 31 and verse 1. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots.
He trusted this man's kingdom. He trusted this man's 2/3 and 1/3 into the kingdom.
Yeah, because it says, and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many.
Right. And that's they see Esau's power. They see the military. They're like, oh no, we riding with them. We ain't riding with the Lord. What he's showing. He ain't showing nothing. A bunch of bums in the corner preaching the Bible. Yeah, the justice around now. We ain't dealing with that. Look at this. Look at Master. Master got them tanks. He got them planes. He got machine guns.
And he gave me a PS5.
Yeah, and he got access to all the money.
Oh, and he just got some robots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Police robot, baby, kids.
Yeah, I saw that.
Robot,
Yeah, we running.
Yeah, I,
Yeah, I seen that the one where the dude walking the goddamn robot dog on the leash. I think they were somewhere in England or some shit like that. Walking the goddamn robot dog on the leash.
Tear their ass to pieces, man. But I mean, that's what these people see, something tangible, something they can see. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with that. They can see the spiritual side of what's coming.
It showed you that because when Jacob was murmuring, complaining to Moses, he was like, why you bring us out here? The Lord to kill us? You know? He said, we can just serve these scriptures. It was all good. We got fish, we got meat, onions, garlic, you know, they love garlic, you know? Jacob eating good. You know? So to show you that Jake is comfortable being, you don't need, all you gotta do is give Jake a little bit of food, cheap entertainment, a couch, you know, a place to, you know, let up their steam, a place to drink, a gym. Yeah, that's all you need. That's all you need. And they ain't gonna complain. Institutionalized.
They come out here to drink function.
It says, and horsemen, because they are very strong, right? But they look not into the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord, Yahweh Shah.
Right.
Verse 2 it says, yet he also is wise, and will bring evil, and will not call back his word.
So the Lord is going to be evil upon Esau at that time, and he's not going to call his word back.
Right. It says, but will arise against the house of evildoers.
The Edomites, the nation, that ain't doing it like this, right?
It says, and against the help of them that work iniquity.
Right?
Now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High.
See, the Egyptians are men and not the Most High, right?
And their horses flesh and not spirit.
Their horses flesh and not spirit. But when the Lord comes back, he's coming as a mighty spirit. Right?
It says, when the Lord Yahweh Shah shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down.
So if you are leaning on Esau to help you, you're going to fall just like he's going to fall.
What's that hand doing the hand?
The witness shall not be upon you.
That's right. It says, and they shall fail all together.
Right, they shall fail all together. So you have to come and see them with the person of the
Second age of 13.
yep.
But thus hath the Lord Yahweh Shah spoken unto me, like as the lion and the young lion roaring on his prey. When a multitude of the shepherds is called forth against him, he will not be afraid of their voice.
That's how the Lord's coming back. There ain't going to be nothing that Esau could do, no weapon that they have that's going to shake the outside range. Oh, no, we told you. We think it's they're coming without fear.
Nor abase himself for the noise of them.
Right, because remember, Yahweh said, he cried to the Father, He ain't going to cry to the Father this time. He's coming to get back.
Yeah.
Right. It says, so shall the Lord Yahweh of hosts come down to fight for the Mount Zion and for the hill thereof. As birds fly, so will the Lord Yahweh hosts defend Jerusalem.
That's the chariot.
It says, defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over it, he will preserve it.
So that's going to be the second passage. Whatever's going to be called, we don't know. But the Lord's going.
It says, turn ye unto him from whom the children of Israel have deeply revolted. For in that day every man shall cast away his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which your own hands have made unto you for a sin.
Yeah, and they either going to turn against Esau. So you can't help us, man. So we believe in you.
That's like Revelation says, yeah.
Hey, like that's why the prophet God said that in the kingdom, the ones that play sample on this side, they're going to get piece of the word.
I love it.
He's
Stephen, that
Stephen. Yep. Verse 8.
hey, that Stephen spirit going to push the other. Mike, you know? Yeah.
Isaiah 31:8, it says, then shall the Assyrian fall with the sword, not of a mighty man, and the sword not of a mean man shall devour him.
Just talking about, America. Because it says that this is the same way they say he needs to lift it up sword, the weapons of war, be lit out of blast of fire. That's the same thing this is saying right here. Can you repeat it again?
It says, verse 8, then shall the Assyrian fall with the sword, not of a mighty man, and the sword not of a mean man shall devour him. It says, but he shall flee from the sword, and his young men shall be discomfited. It says, verse 9, and he shall pass over to the stronghold for fear, and his princes shall be afraid of the ensign, saith the Lord.
They're going to try to hide. You ain't going to be able to hide. That's it.
It says, then, and his princes shall be afraid of the ensign, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shah, whose fire is in Zion, and his furnace in Jerusalem.
Yeah. And then he's going to make going to give you that.
Let's call us. We can not into it.
Daniel 7:18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
Who are the saints?
Israel.
All will be elected. We go to Jeremiah 50, 21. We already got to act. The Lord will do it. He said, with thee will I break the peace of the nation. He said, with thee. All right? So this don't very good on this. This is John 18 and 36. Yahweh shall answer, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then my servant will fight. Then I should not be delivered to the Jews, but now is my kingdom not from his. So they said, in his kingdom, the servant will fight. So when Yahweh shall come, what's going to happen? He's going to fight. But he's going to take all rule. All right, going right back to 1 Corinthians 15. All right, he's going to reign. What? He put all enemies under his foot. That's what our Lord comes with. All right, he comes with deliverance. And he comes with glad destruction. All right, because he's angry. The Lord is upset. And we have been brought up in Babylon the Great. Learned that you defeated one of our love. So long. You don't do no evil. So when you go into the street for yourself, the Lord is a bad man. Alright?
He's going to show you.
And he's going to show you.
man of war.
Yeah? He's going to show you.
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Bakadosh.
Come on, that's brother.